So as a result, David gives Ziba the estate of Mephibosheth. As King David approached Bahurim, a man from the same clan as Saul's family came out from there. His name was Shimei, son of Gera, and he cursed as he came out. He pelted David and all the king's officials with stones, though all the troops and the special guard were on David's right and left. As he cursed, Shimei said, get out, you man of blood, you scoundrel. The Lord has repaid you for all the blood you shed in the household of Saul, in whose place you have reigned. The Lord has handed the kingdom over to your son Absalom. You have come to ruin because you are a man of blood. Then Abishai, son of Zeruiah, said to the king, why should this dead dog curse my lord the king? Let me go over and cut off his head. But the king said, what do you and I have in common, you sons of Zeruiah, you impulsive imps? If he is cursing because the Lord said to him, curse David, who can ask, why do you do this? David then said to Abishai and to all his officials, my son, who is my own flesh, is trying to take my life. How much more then this Benjamite? Leave him alone, let him curse, for the Lord has told him to. It may be that the Lord will see my distress, and may pay me with good for the cursing I am receiving today. So David and his men continued along the road, while Shimei was going along the hillside opposite him, cursing as he went, and throwing stones at him, and showering him with dirt. The king and all the people with him arrived at their destination exhausted, and there he refreshed himself. So with Absalom in power in Jerusalem, sitting on the throne, he asked Ahithophel, the traitor, give us your advice, what should we do? Ahithophel answered, lie with your father's concubines, whom he left to take care of the palace. Then all Israel will hear that you have made yourself a stench in your father's nostrils, and the hands of everyone with you will be strengthened. So they pitched a tent for Absalom on the roof, and he lay with his father's concubines in the sight of all Israel. Ahithophel said to Absalom, I would choose thousands of men and set out tonight in pursuit of David. I would attack him while he is weary and weak. I would strike him with terror with all the people. I would strike down only the king and bring the people back to you. But Absalom said, summon also Hushai. That's David's double agent, by the way. So Hushai came to Absalom. Absalom told him what Ahithophel just said. So Hushai replies, no, that's not good advice at all. David and his men, they're like mighty warriors. They're like a bear robbed of her cubs. They're just going to be fierce. In fact, right now they're in some pit waiting to ambush you. No, that would be a bad move. This is what you do. From north to south, you gather all Israel. You get them together unto yourself, and then you lead them, Absalom. You lead them in battle, and we'll go out and find your father. And then all of Absalom's men said, that advice is better than Ahithophel's. For the Lord determined to frustrate Ahithophel's advice in order to bring disaster upon Absalom. After realizing Absalom's plan to attack with a mass of Israeli fighters, David flees east of the Jordan River, in the region of Gilead, in the town of Mahanaim. David meets a loyal population who supply David and his men with food and supplies.